college students from across the country coming together for Christ.
Your guilt and your condemnation and your shame, they're finished right here and right now. There is therefore now no more condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. It really is over.
More than 50,000 students are expected to participate in the 2017 Passion Conference.
Here with more, Fox News radio host and the author of the new book, The Deplorables Guide to Making America Great Again, Todd Starnes. Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year, guys.
Good morning.
You know, this is an exciting conference, and probably one of the best things about it, there's no lip syncing here. So all of the artists,
you were working on that all morning.
Come on. That's good. Look, this is really an amazing conference. 50,000 millennials, the people that Pew Research back in 2015 said don't go to church anymore. Religion's not an important part of their life. These people are packing out the Georgia Dome for worship and Bible studies and really doing good deeds in the Atlanta area. I think it's really a tremendous thing that's happening.
Where does the idea come from? Where did this originate?
This originated from a Bible study back in Texas that Louis Giglio started. You might remember Louis Giglio. He was invited to deliver the inaugural prayer back, I believe, in 2012. So that small little Bible study grew into really a global effort. One of the things they do is they really try to fight these social justice issues. For example, human trafficking. That's a big push to try to stop that. They raised more than $8 million. These college kids raising more than $8 million to fight that effort.
What do you think is the biggest misconception today when it comes to millennials and religion? Because you mentioned it. We see the studies that basically say that young people aren't wanting to go to church anymore.
Abby, I write about this in the book, is that there is a passion among young people that they really want to go deeper into their faith. It's not just something that they do on Sundays. They want it to be a part of their everyday life. And I think we're starting to see that with the groups like Passion that are coming out in droves. These college kids spending their own money to help others. In addition to all of this, they're bringing tens of thousands of new towels and socks. You say, what are they doing that for? They're doing it for the local homeless shelters there in Atlanta. So, again, doing these good deeds, and these kids aren't getting the headlines. You know, you can get a couple of hundred kids to march in the streets and burn down the city, wall-to-wall coverage.
That's a
but
great
you don't
point.
see this on the news, and I think we ought to.
Just showing up at the Georgia Dome, it's cool, that's great, but as you say, it seems like the good works that happen after the fact are more important.
That's right, and what's happening afterwards, this is something that happens annually, and they wanted to go back to the Georgia Dome because the Georgia Dome is going away. They've got a brand new football stadium coming into Atlanta. So this is one big farewell, and I think it's a great farewell as these kids, again, are out there doing good deeds in the name of God.
In some ways, do you feel like the size and scope of this is a rejection against the current sort of trends of our culture?
I think so. I think kids are looking for answers. You know, they see what's happening, you know, on the college scene where conservatives and especially Christians, their voices are silenced. And yet at the end of the day, what the liberals are putting forward, what the secularists are putting forward just isn't meeting their needs. And so kids are out there looking for answers. And it seems like they're certainly finding them in groups like Passion. You know, Louis Giglio and his team, Chris Tomlin, one of the great worship artists, Hillsong United. You talk about Hillsong United. They have one of the largest churches in New York City. So there's something going on here, guys, and it's exciting that, you know, Fox and Friends covers these kinds of stories.
I was going to say, thank you for reminding us of that, because we forget how important this coverage is. It doesn't get enough of it.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you this morning.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.